Hello and welcome to today's episode of Content Creation with my co-host Steph and Sofia and our special guest, Mr. Brennan.
How you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm nervous what questions you guys are going to ask me.
Nothing too nervous, We're
Yeah.
just talking about Steph's experiences,
And behavior.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we're gonna talk about today, how in the first quarter of the school year when I had you for soccer, that I wasn't that good at showing up early to practices, but then I had you as my main coach for basketball, and I my attendance, I didn't really miss that many practices, and I showed up to mostly all the games and practices. And I just want to say how you affected my behavior to be better in school and in basketball and stuff.
Well, I definitely appreciate you noticing that because it's something that we didn't get to discuss, but I think it was a conversation at the beginning of the season that I said, Seth, are you going to show up? Because based on my soccer experience, I was worried that you weren't going to have good attendance and you were going to kind of slack off a little. And I never got to say that. I was impressed. You didn't, I think you missed one or two and it was an orthodontic or something, but you didn't miss every Friday because you went home early so you definitely did. No, I mean it. You had good attendance, right? There was definitely behaviors, but overall, you did very well this season. You were a leader for the most part, right? We get a little frustrated, but overall, you're a good guy, right? You worked hard, and it was definitely a good season. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you noticing that because it's definitely a big part of being a part of a team. So that's very good, self-reflective.
Thank you. And I just want to say you're a good coach and how you affected I know Justin, me and Justin, you made the practices fun for us. So it really we're learning but also having fun. So I think that really helped me and Justin to show up to practice.
I appreciate that, guys, because it's as I mentioned, I know Justin mentioned it, but sometimes as a coach, we want the best thing for you guys, and it goes ups and downs, losing games, tough practices, but overall, I appreciate you guys mentioned that you had a good season, enjoyed the season, and I believe both of you guys have a good opportunity maybe next year and play in high school. But overall, yeah, I feel the same way. It was a great season.
Yeah, and to add on to that, we made we had a 5-4 record, but still it was one of the best seasons. And it was partly due to your coaching and the students, but mostly your coaching and
Yeah,
you had a good experience.
I appreciate it, Justin. And you know what? In the end, as I've said throughout the season, it's definitely great that most of our games were never really blowouts. We lost by the worst game. I think it was a 1-point game, but overall, most of our games were no more than 5-10 points, right? So it's definitely a good thing to look at and notice that, we never really got our butts kicked,
Yeah.
We always had it. We always had it. It was always competition. It was always a close game. And you know what? It's hard to be like that. Sometimes when you're down in a game, you want to give up, but to stay close in the game is definitely a big part of being a good sport. So it's good to notice that.
Yeah, and I know half the team after tryouts were down for making the combo team because it's seen as not as good as the 8th grade and 7th grade team. But I feel whereas you made it the practices more interesting and we learned a lot more, and you giving us freedom to control the team, me and Andrew, how we got to make up the plays and stuff, that really helped us to have a successful record. And I just feel looking back after the season, I think it was good that we made this team because we proved it wasn't as bad as it seems.
Yeah. Also, I've noticed that Steph's behavior, actually in school has improved this season. And he's mentioned that your coaching also helped him decide to be better because during soccer season, he wasn't doing good.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely good. You've been self-reflective and working on your behavior because as you've learned, right?
Yeah.
Behavior in school can affect your sports. And I know how much you look forward to sports and being a part of a team. So it's definitely good to be mindful of how you act in school because it can hurt those things, those extracurricular activities. And especially going to high school, it's the same thing. If you want to go on a trip and you don't act proper, right, you lose those privileges. So it's definitely good that you're working on that now and you're not letting yourself get out of hand. And just keep it up because you're definitely a good guy. Just sometimes you act a little silly. That's all it is.
Thank you.
Overall, yeah, it was a pleasure coaching both of you guys, and definitely had a great season. Like I said, crazy season, but definitely had fun season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Brennan, we have our thoughts about Steph because he's our friend. He claimed to have learned to be a better student and also be better behaved in school. Do you think there was a change?
I compared to when I first met Steph at the beginning of the season, I can definitely say there's been a change. Me and Seth have definitely had a few conversations over the basketball season, but progressively, right, Seth, towards the end of our conversations, started to realize maybe I got to work on my behavior, or maybe I got to, refocus a little bit. And one of the best situations I had was, I think it was after it was after Friends Academy. We were on the bus, and Seth, we had a rough start to the game, right? And it was our first loss this season. And Seth, the first thing, and I said it to many people, I was very impressed. Seth said, you know what, this is my fault. I got to act better so I don't get benched for the first quarter. And that was one of the best things I've ever heard, because it shows you were being self-reflective, right? You took a little blame, and that's definitely a lot of growth, right? You might not notice that, but that's a huge growth versus the guy I met at the beginning of the season that said, I want to go home instead of practice, or, getting a little antsy at certain games. So overall, I can say, Seth, you've definitely grown. I hope you continue to grow, right? We shouldn't stop working on ourselves, but definitely from the beginning of the year, I've noticed a huge change in your behavior and just that ability to self-reflect.
Do you think it was hard to get Seth to change, or do you think it was an easy experience?
I think me and Seth butted heads a lot during the season. There's times where Seth wanted to yell at me too. I know it. But that's part of growing. Part of being able to talk is being mad at each other, but then being able to talk to each other the next day. And it's a huge part of growing, right? Seth could have just been mad at me all season for yelling at me here and there, but he often wanted to grow and change. So definitely it's a growing process. It doesn't work in one instance, or you can't expect someone to change just on a snap of a dime. So
did you have any experience from growing up that you think kind of relate to Seth?
Well, one thing is I always hated the coach that would yell at me and berate me and, kind of make me feel a little stupid. And there's those coaches, but there was always the coach that kind of wanted to listen to you, wanted you to grow, and wanted you to be better. That I always appreciated. Whether I got better or not, it was just having someone that wanted something better for you and just to grow, right? Sometimes you can get frustrated and people spit their mouth off, but be able to be calm and kind of just take, like you said, like I did. I respected your opinion, so I wanted to hear your opinion. I don't want you thinking I didn't want your opinion. So definitely my own self-experiences growing up and my belief in being more of a calm person definitely plays into my coaching.
Justin, do you think Seth actually changed?
Yeah, like during soccer season, I wasn't on the soccer team, but I could just tell in school, he was there's no word to put it, but properly, but
he wasn't behaving. He was failing all his classes.
Wait, you're in my science class,
Yeah. So in science, his grades during the first quarter were horrible. No offense, but they were really bad.
Yeah.
And they got better. I think
because behaving and academics come into play, because if a teacher could see you're slipping off, you're talking to your friends a little too much, which I can admit to doing, and I'm sure Sofia can too.
Mm-hmm.
You your grades will affect that deeply because you're not paying much attention when the teacher's speaking. And I know you're a teacher too, so you know that when you see other students speaking gets irritating, but also your coaching comes into play where you don't yell at them, you what you did during basketball season. You just make the situation a little bit better.
Yeah, and I also think your grades have improved. On the last sign test, he got an 80 on, and I think that's really an improvement because during the first quarter he got 60s and 50s. It was not good.
It's definitely an improvement. I would say 80s is a good place to be.
Yeah, Earth Science is a very hard class.
It's definitely a hard class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Seth really straightened up his act. He's a lot better now, and I think most of that can be assumed, and I think most of that can be part of your coaching, and it helped him a lot.
Yeah. So you affected me very deeply, and I think Justin could say the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your coaching helped me a lot. In science, last quarter I wasn't doing that good. A B minus.
Hey, that's still decent.
Now it's an A.
Oh, A
in all classes.
A is good. A is a great improvement.
Steph, what do you think about your journey ahead? Do you think you're gonna still continue get it better in high school?
I hope to keep improving in my behavior and academics and athletics. I want to get better at any sport that I play, and I don't think I've learned a valuable lesson because mostly 6th and 7th grade, I didn't play sports in 6th grade, so I think coaches really have a big effect on your behavior and everything you do outside of and in school. So I think I would like to keep going. And
and do you personally think that you have changed and improved?
I think so, because I used to get in a lot like beginning of the year, I'd get in a lot more trouble, get yelled at by like teachers and stuff.
Suspended.
Yeah, and like during soccer season, but basketball season just like helped me improve a lot, and I learned a lot of lessons.
And Coach Brennan, there was this one particular story. It was like about like when one of the 8th grade students got their shoes stolen. Like that story you told before really helped us out in behavior.
Yeah, like you told us like you growing up wouldn't be able to buy a new shoe right away. That just like means a lot because I know most of us here, like our parents aren't like that, and we probably grew up better economically. I think that helped us a lot. That story.
Like I feel like it helped like people like relate and get it a little bit more.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed that story. It's just one of my things in life is just definitely appreciate everything you have, you know, whether it was easy to get or hard to get, right? Just always appreciate everything you have. And it's simple as shoes.
Okay, that's all for today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Mr.
It was a
Brennan.
pleasure, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you,
You
Coach
too,
Brennan.
guys.
Have a good day.
Have an
Bye.
amazing day.
After our talk with Mr. Brennan, I just have some questions for Justin and Sophia. When they were asking me questions, now I want to ask them questions. My question is, have you really think that I've improved over the past 2 quarters?
If we're being honest here, yeah, you actually did pretty good like this quarter. Like I know in soccer season your attendance was like below 0. Now I don't think you missed a single basketball practice, and your grades went from like C's, but now they're at like a B's. But like that's a good improvement.
Yeah.
Also, you've been improving like on test scores. You're actually studying now. So yeah, I think you've improved.
Thank you. This means a lot, you know. What a great coach. And I think he's a really good teacher too. So we're just thankful to have him on this podcast.
So I do think that Mr. Brennan got you in a really good spot. Like you're doing pretty good. Like I think this could keep on going on for the 3rd and 4th quarter. But Sophia, what do you think?
I think that you have potential to keep up because you've been studying and also paying attention in classes. And I think Mr. Brennan inspired you to do better.
Yeah, I feel like his lessons just will stick with me forever because like in further years in high school and everything, just got to remember things that Mr. Brennan told me because it really affected the way I see life like very deeply.
Well, that's going to do it for today's podcast. And I just want to say thank you to Mr. Brennan.
Thank you very much for listening to our podcast. We'll see you though next time. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.